Can Muff find one here? That ball on the right there. Rattle, he's played one. Might just go now. It's cocked away and gone out. Oh, Rattle's looking like another. Coming up for a second ball. Good double here for the man in red.
Frank Wrathall certainly settled down quicker than Jeremy Muff.
Well, he's made a dream start, Rattle, and the bookies now are already shouting Rattle wins. 3 ends ago it was 6-4 Rattle. And now they fancy this lad now. Could well play well enough here to go into round 8.
Certainly looks very composed. That's one of the things about playing in this competition in front of a big crowd. If you can compose yourself, you're halfway there.
Played another Rattle. He's found a better length than Muff. 2 handy balls there. Just countered the end. What a timely ball there from Muff. He's really struggling there, flat to the boards. 10-6 down. Rattle stood 2, and he pulled the end out of a bit of a mess there.
Jeremy having a good think here about where he should set the next mark. Coming round peg along the side of the pub.
Short on again. Not making good leads. It's a live and let live ball, that. Rattle looking for a winner. Got a peg round the back, might just go in the frame. There, that's won it. First ball. Muff again. That's the ball. Running. Made his own, promoted his own ball onto the jack. Oh, big smile there from Jeremy Muff.
Just caught that one right. Frank Wrathall's changed his peg here, playing through. Needs the jack.
Done it. Stops on, he'll be on.
One, Jeremy. Wrathall, 1.
Good ball that from Rattle. Played the right ball through, far enough, turned his peg round, connected with the jack, and managed to get 1 out of the end.
Yes, a good effort that. Unfortunate not to count 2, really.
A lovely crack that, just far enough. The ball away to the left now. It's off the green and dead. But Rattle still counts. Rattle again having a roam in the country here. Elected to go a long way. Already played some good ends round the middle of the green, but now started to go for the longer marks. Muff just struggling a little bit to find a length.
I think he's also struggling to find the line. playing against this left-hander. Right across the top of the crown, this mark has been set.
Good ball, that.
Muff!
Again, Muff in a little bit of trouble there with Wrathall standing a double. But again, pulls out the last ball of the end to count.
Well, Jeremy Muff here has changed his tactics. Gone on a longer mark.
I think Rattle's still in front. 11-8, just got 3 chalks to play with. Halfway up in this game, with 21 up, and he's played one roundabout here. Good ball, this. Ball on the bottom left with the green disc as Muff's gone out. And Muff again. Got a good ball to lick in. It looks on the top side to me, Des. No chance of nothing, that. Heading for the North Shore, that one. Past Derby Baths if he'd have kept going, no that. Now, never put it on the road, did he? You made a comment early on about him not getting a length. And he's struggling.
Wrathall, 2!
Another great double there for this lad from Meltham in Yorkshire.
Well, it doesn't seem to matter what tactics Jeremy tries. Frank Wrathall comes straight in and finishes the end again.
Well, from the off, this lad was quoted second favourite. He's played like a real favourite. Hit a length, led well.
Well, he's trying to wave this one back to the jack, but
just changed the land a little bit there, Rattle, and bought himself a bit of trouble.
Will John Hall come to the table, please? John Hall.
Muff's got to find a few decent balls, and there's one of them. 5 chalks in arrears at the moment. A lot of work to do to catch this lad in red. Wants to pick the jack up now, it'll go. Muff, a real chance of a double here. Certainly far enough. If he hits the jack, it could be a row on. He'll go out with that. Oh, that was a slack ball really again from Jeremy Muff. He usually plays a very, very tight, hard game. He certainly spread 1 or 2 around on here in this match.
well, again he's trying to quite a long distance, some 60 yards. Could just put one right on top of the jack, it'll do his confidence no end of good. Well, that's a fair lead.
May have found the answer here, Muff. Been trying hard to strike a length.
Another one a couple of feet short of the jack there would block Frank Wrathall's to the jack.
Hit it. Could have done with just passing that ball. He's run bang into the back of it. Still on Muff.
He could have afforded actually to give his ball a little bit more green there. It would have come back to the jack.
Oh, unlucky ball there.
No! One!
Played a really good ball there, Rattle. Perfect length. Just got a nudge half into the back of Jeremy Muff's wood, and it was a single to Muff.
Well, despite the fact Jeremy Muff hasn't been playing as well as he can, he's only 3 chalks behind.
Played a no ball, just miles short, cocking away to the left. Muff now definitely back in this match. With 3 in it, and he stands 1 on here, looking for a double. Played a good ball, real good ball that. A difficult mark. He's gone thumb peg into it to the right-hander. Frank now certainly far enough. He's on the road, could get a bit of a knock here. Certainly picked something up. He's gone through the gap. Oh,
Muff! 2!
turning a bit the other way now, Noel.
It is, yeah. Slightly unfortunate there, Frank. Played the right ball. That's the beauty of this game, Harry, how fortunes change in the space of a few moments.
Yes, the bookies are trying to get the price of a lunch now. Well, he twirled them round. It's now 5-4 now. He was trying to give money away at the beginning, quoting Frank Rattle, 25-1 to win the Waterloo, 6-4 on the heat, and now slightly different.
It's a good road here. Just travelling a bit.
Just stumbled past there about big yard. Looks a decent ball there, but it's actually a big yard past the jack. Here's one coming in. Certainly got a bit of a chance this. Picks the jack up. Won it. Some of the crowd there, very interested, obviously.
Last ball up 10.
Both balls fell
That's
over there, Harry. I
15
think Jeremy's
inches
fell away from the jack and Frank's fell nearer.
I think the red ball is still on. I think Jeremy Muff, and we see here, delivering the ball. I think he's got to find another one here, a winner, because I don't think he's in at the moment. One or two of the bookies already tipping this ball to win with some sort of a chance. It's labouring and just died. Terry Ashcroft, the referee there, has...
You've only got to knock that a couple of in. Put it in.
He's just confirming by words to Frank Rattle that he's already on.
Wrathall! 1.
Well, Frank didn't take any chances there. He didn't want to be knocking Jeremy Muff closer to the jack.
Well, this has been a bit of a decent match, because when they first started out, there was no doubt that Frank Rattle was second favourite in this heat. But he's played very, very well indeed. Played 2 or 3 scraggy ends, but generally speaking, he's attacked the jack, played them roundabout, and there's one just going up.
Certainly trying with this one. What a good ball.
Got to keep finding them sort, Muff. Just can't seem to catch Frank, who's come up, just played on the top side and gone round the back and out.
Oh, Jeremy there was making sure that he didn't rattle into Frank Wrathall's short ball. But, he gave us a little bit too much to do.
Jeremy always does this little bit of a tidy up business, always concentrates, has a good look at the land. Not a player to be rushed about, takes his time. Knows it's very important now, can't afford any more slip-ups. 21 up this game. And Muff is 13 and Frank Rattle in red on the right, 14. Nicely balanced this match, and Rattle now got a run, played one here, round about this, good ball. Just got a couple of wet fish smacked together and all, that's all, didn't get anything else, did it? And it was a decent bowl, he played them sort here.
Well, this looks as though it might just go over the top. This won't come down.
Disappointed there, Jeremy. Walking up, he knows that ball hasn't won. It looks a bit near, but Frank Wrathall is the counting man here. One on and looking to get another, but he's played a bit of a rambler here. I think he's quite happy to have one and the jack.
Wrathall, one.
Well, it's taken Jeremy Muff back to where Jeremy counted a double.
Yes, he's looking to play a really good ball, but he's got his hands out and he knows he wants it to stop. It's going to go a mile past. Oh, a shocking lead there from Frank Rattle. He's very disappointed. As soon as he let it go, he condemned it from hand. Muff looking to play one here. Got to play a decent ball, and this will go a yard by if he misses the jack, but he's got a good rub there. Oh, he's played a bad one. He's got to run. Got to run hard.
Bad lead, yeah. Picks up a bit here, that time, doesn't it? Picks up a bit here at time, doesn't it?
Can't believe it, Jeremy Muff there. Played a ball, threaded its way through the end.
He was very
Don't know
fortunate
whether
there, Harry. Sorry, he was very fortunate there, Harry, because he could have quite easily knocked Frank Wrathall's ball closer to the jack, and that would have been disaster for Jeremy Muffin.
A good long mark. Almost in the bottom corner. Played one roundabout, Jeremy. Yes, good ball. Here's Frank Rattle. Played really well in this game. Still in the lead. And a fine one here. Gets a rest. It can count. It's just got a rub and gone out.
2 foot pass.
It's becoming a very tense battle, this is, between these two Yorkshiremen.
Played one. Played a real ball. Oh, that was a pressure ball. He's just one behind at the moment, 14-15. He needed that. The game of 21 up. Rattle now trying to find a real one here. Could have just left it short. Wow, give up. Muff now smiling. He's levelled the match. Muff now surely decided that he's going to try and get out and win this game over a long distance. He's had a couple of goes up the sides, shortened the marks down a couple of times, not come out of it too well. I think he's going to go a distance to try and win this tie, which has been a very hard, tough match so far. Rattle now played one. This will get some applause. A beautiful ball. Yes, that's right. They're all there, all the experts. They could all win it every year, Waterloo, except they don't have to send any balls. Rattle. Never yet been behind in this match. It's 15 across. He stands one on. Doesn't want to hit the jack. Disaster if he hits. Oh, God, it's a good job he didn't smack that block.
You know, when you're out there in the middle, Harry, it's most disconcerting when you've sent your ball and it's only halfway across the green and most of the crowd have condemned it already.
Yeah, wonderful judges here, aren't they, the crowd? It's great, you know, it's part of the match, you see. You can hear all the oohs and the ahs and the no chances and you should have stayed at home, and, you know, it's great. It's a tremendous atmosphere. Good lead. Good lead, immediate. Oh, there's a couple of lads there. I hope they haven't, one of them back Muff and the other's back Rattle. They won't be talking at the end of the programme. And Muff's now got something on his plate here. something like a bit of a ball to lick, and does it. Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful ball, that. Keep coming, taps his own, he can make it, he's done it! Oh, and a quick thank you to you-know-who upstairs. Yes, very appreciative there, Frank, a lovely rub. Got to play at it now, Muff. He's trying to swing it round, but it's gone through the gap. Well, just got a real rub there. This was the difficulty, where he played an excellent ball. Here's the ball now from Rattle. This is the one that does the damage. Good rub there, bang into his own ball and shunts it up to the jack.
Well, he played the percentage ball there, Harry. He's really got 3 or 4 chances. He either catches the outside of his ball, or the inside and goes to the jack, or to take the jack, or even to play Jeremy Muff's ball out. Well thought out, and it came off for him.
Muff now under pressure, 2 behind. Doesn't like this. Doesn't like it, but whether he's trying to pull our leg or not, I don't know, but looks as though it may just go by. Didn't like it at all when he let it go, Frank. Wrathall is now in again. Vital chalk here. If he counts a double here, he can go for game at the next end. 2.
2, Jeremy, yes.
Oh,
2.
Frank, very pleased. Seen somebody in the crowd that's, yeah, I'm quite happy about the situation so far. Muff's got to get in here. At least to save one. Maybe wins it with us. Could be a good ball. This if it pegs a little bit. Loads of applause. Real pressure ball there from Muff. Now got to make a lead. He's not led well at all. Can he pick the jack up? Just gone past. Roundabout. Take a fair ball to beat it. Oh no, might be a little bit on the bottom side. We'll listen for the crowd.
No, if it's a length, it'll just come towards the jack.
Asking for the professional advice here. Yes.
2 foot pass.
Terry Ashcroft, the referee, right in there, puts the mind at rest and indicates quite clearly that Muff has the counting wood, playing his second now. Come on, down this hill. Go on, kick a bit now, to the left. Come on, get over. That jack a rub. Give it a rub if you can. Oh. Certainly pleased with those. Oh, they're all tipping this ball too far, or shouting it way short. Everything's wrong with this.
Only one, I think.
Oh,
One.
it was a good saving ball there, Noel, from Rattle, wasn't it? He played a steady ball there.
Yes, well, he's under pressure, of course, now. Jeremy Muff is in control of the game again.
Roundabout, just did a nice little bit of a fandango at the finish there and turned inside. It's enough to give it a good length. Difficult piece of land. There's a bit of a gully here. The ball swoop down now and kick away. But if it runs on, it can win it, this. He's just dropped in the bottom side.
Well, Frank Wrathall decided to change his bias. Go the other peg. Really not quite sure why he needed to do that there. It's plenty of room.
Pace doesn't look too bad. It should be a fair ball at the finish. There's coming round to the block. Yes, hands together for that one. Certainly needs these two now, Muff, to take the lead for the first time in this match.
Well, the crowd's condemning this and saying it's short.
Muff! 2.
Well, a real doer, hard struggle of a match this. And some good ends, 1 or 2 wayward ends. They've been playing for 21 ends, and Muff now hit the front for the first time at 19-17, 21 up the game, looking for a double, and played one that's gone into no man's land. Rattle again can get him, count the end here. But he'll be back. He's got to keep running. Sure to win it. Good shot there of Muff. Always gets down, comfortable, steady, lines it up. That's it. It's running. Come away to the left a little bit now. They're already fancying this, the crowd. They think it's a bit of a chance. Oh, it's broke its neck, that ball. I don't know whether it's gone. Certainly having a look. Tipping the winner. Tipping the winner. Absolutely no doubt he may even have a double here. Frank coming and looking what damage he's done or otherwise.
Pegs, please.
Wants the string. Oh, a bit of a slack in there from Jeremy Muff. He got into a position, a winning position there. Only wanted 2 for game. Spread 2 out. Rattle on the right in red. 2 Yorkshiremen there, but Jeremy Muff in green has already emigrated to Cheshire.
I'm on here. Yes.
Living at Sandbach.
First ball, Maggie. Wrathall, 2.
Got a double. Got the benefit of the string there, Rattle. Oh, what a wonderful double at that stage. 19 apiece. They can both get up at the next end. 21 up. Shorten the game down. No more rambling about in the middle of a big field here for Rattle. He's looking for a ticket into the next round on this mark of about 28 yards. Thumb peg to him, that's the left-hander, and he's clattered one, bang in front. Oh, now got to find a wonder ball here. Certainly got the pace. He's nearly licked it if he misses it. It's won it, this. Won it. What a brilliant ball. Oh, wonderful ball, that. Oh, no wonder he's blowing a bit there, Jeremy. Rattle now certainly got to play up. Well, it's just short. On many an occasion, those two would have been enough to get Rattle game, but Jeremy's dug one out. He's having a look, and they've up. Heard one of the bookies shout, I'll play 20 to 1, he doesn't get another. If he touches anything, he'll make it. He don't breathe on that end. There's Jeremy Muff's ball on the left, just lodging behind the jack. And Rattle's on the right, about 6 inches away. If Muff gets up here, it'll bring the house down. Absolutely bring the house down. No, he's elected to just put it down a little bit light. Again, Rattle now in front for the second time in the match. Wants 1 for game. Muff, rather, is in front for the second time in the match. Wants 1 for game, and the other lad at the back, Wrathall in red, can get up with a double. Wants a good lead. Wants a good lead. Got to run this ball. Labouring a bit now. Got to come down the hill. He's left too much room. Won't be happy with that. Now there's a bit of a murmur going on now. This one's sure to go in there. So it's a good ball. There's Reelan. Again, Muff punished there for a bad lead. Rattle stuck at it all the way through this game. Now it's Rattle wins. Again, Jeremy Muff down now. Let this go. Well, it's already murmuring about this ball, but it's tipping it as short. It's got to go down the hill. It'll cock and nearly win it. Just gone by. Rattle just nipped out of the side window there for a bit of a survey job. He's got the look on the bottom side. He doesn't want to do any damage. If he can get another here, he can come off. Oh, look. I think that one was naught to do with the end. He's happy at 20 apiece. I know there's a lot of really great players would have definitely come for another. He may not get another chance to get up. Oh, nice. Nice to see that. Couple of Yorkshire lads there shaking hands, 20 apiece at the last end, or could be the last end, unless somebody smacks the jack off. $20 apiece, eh? What a game. And Rattle looks at that, determined, shouting way. They think it's a mile to par. He's played a no ball in the next field, this one. Oh, what a lead at 20 apiece. And now Muff has got 2 balls to Rattle's 1 to see if he can eke a chalk out of this. Oh, this might be good enough. Just cocked away on the top side, but it's only a yard away. Watch the crowd here and listen to them, because they'll tip this ball right from the off. They are big roar. They're shouting short. It's short. Wade in. What a bad ball. Oh, absolutely stinking wood there from Rattle. After a great game, and Jeremy Muff just got up on the post there to win 21-20.
Well, that wasn't bad for starters, was it? A match that went right to the wire, and Jeremy Muff coming up trumps in the end. Now then, Noel Burrows is with me, and well, Wrathall went off like a rat from the traps, 10-6 ahead at one stage, but Muff kept pegging away, didn't he?
Well, yeah, Frank started off very well indeed. He was very consistent. Jeremy was struggling a little bit, and then he got his game together and came back at him. And isn't it always the case? It played such a good game, and then the last end is absolutely atrocious.
That's right. Well, work commitments have restricted Muff to not too many tournaments this year, but my word, he played well there. He kept his nerve, didn't he?
That's right. Well, he's a very experienced player, and he got himself together in time to come through and win this match.
Where do you think the turning point came, Noel?
Well, the 19th end, Frank Wrathall had led the jack at 17-15.
There it is.
Jeremy Muff, real pressure ball this. He had to be a perfect length, perfect road, and it just creeps up to the jack. He really needed that one.
Yes, he did. He looked a little relieved, didn't he, with that one? No
That's right. Well, he never really looked back after that.
No, and he only actually took the lead in the 21st end for the first time.
That's right. Just at the right time.
Nerves obviously play an important part when he gets to 20 across, doesn't it?
Yes, I think that it got to Frank Wrathall. He had a chance to win the game at the previous end. He got good yards to score another point. He went walkabout just to see how far away things were, and possibly lost his concentration.
To be fair, with all his experience, 17 years in the game, you would have expected perhaps a bit more from him on the last end there.
Well, this atmosphere can do strange things to people. I know it's happened to me. I've had some brilliant games on here, and other games you'd have thought, well...
Well, there you are.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first match of the morning over and done with then, and Jeremy Muff is the man through to the last 16. Let's take a look at the result there and how it affects this morning's play. He's through 21-20. Great match to start us off. And so the next match is Kevin Wainwright against John Hall. And this, Noel, what do you think here? We've got a quarter-finalist there from 1980 in Kevin Wainwright.
That's right.
And someone, John Hall, who's new to this arena. Never been in the last 32
I don't actually know John at all. Kevin I know very well. I would think possibly his experience ought to carry him through this time.
Let's fill in one or two details on the two players then. Here's Kevin Wainwright. He's 37. From Warrington. His club is King and Queen, and as I say, quarter-finalist in 1980. Last 16 3 years ago. He's a security officer. And John Hall, 32, from New Mills in Derbyshire. His club is New Mills. He is an accountant, but playing here at the Waterloo in the last 32 for the first time ever. Now I wonder whether nerves will play a part for John here, because as you say, this arena is a bit special.
Well, it is. Funnily enough, John Hall doesn't live too far away from where I live, but I don't know him personally, and not seen him play at all.
Well,
I don't know, it just depends. You know, some people just take to it just like that, and others...
We shall see then, we shall see. The match just about ready to start, so let's, without further ado, get back up to the commentary box with Mike Leach and Harry Rigby.
Here's the 7th round match just commencing here between Kevin Wainwright in yellow on 5 and John Hall also on 5 in blue. Wainwright, quite a well-known player on the top circuit, and John Hall, comparative newcomer really into the big time, but a nice player. Certainly won't be overawed by the occasion. Good temperament. course, there's the handicap of 5 apiece. There are players who are already playing below 5. The great Brian Duncan himself already in the stalls for the next round. He's on 1, giving everybody a start. The game, of course, 21 up. And Brian Duncan, of course, has been a 3-time winner of this handicap over the years. He goes down to 1, having won it twice on the trot in 86, 87. Well, Mike, are you going to give us one of your famous real good tips? You've just got one home in the previous round on the short head.
Well, yes. I'm not sure this game will be quite as close as the last. I think everybody's favourite to win this, except John Hall's family and friends, will be Kevin Wainwright. He's the better known player. He started well.
For the referee's advice. Wainwright just skated through the end there. The connected, he could have made Hall's ball. Hall certainly trying to get up to it, Mike. Paul, it could count now. Opens his account. 1 to Hall.
Interesting to see now where John Hall decides to play. Kevin started playing short lengths. John, I think, would be well advised early in the game to try some distance. He's just gone a bit further towards the corner.
Yeah, he's chopped it about 3/4 way here. And whether he's perhaps thinks he might be a little bit stranded if he goes a real long way into the corners, but he's played a ball about a big yard away, looking for a good lead. It's funny, Mike, isn't it, on this green? It's such a big green. People get stranded, don't they, wandering about on here.
Well, you can soon feel that you're not really playing well when you're playing woods 4 foot, 4.5 foot from the jack. But if you're covering 60 yards, those are good bowls. Just missed the land on both sides there, John. Kevin with a big chance here for 2.
I'm just wondering there, Mike, whether Hall's timber might be just a little bit on the weak side. He just seemed to slip a little on the peg there.
Yes, generally speaking, of course, the players recommend playing with weaker bowls on this green. It's a green where there are a number of marks where weak bowls tend to be at an advantage.
And a good lead. Nice and handy. Bit of applause. All now with that one to lick. Plays in the Stockport District League. John Hall for High Lane Conservative Club, and also at New Mills in Derbyshire. Yes, Wainwright now a well-known player in the big handicaps. Quite a lot of experience, just gone drifting through. Just heard a quote from the bookies there, Mike, 20-1, Wainwright.
Yeah, and I think the betting on Hall will be longer odds still. John Hall seems to be having a spot of trouble with one of his bowls there. I don't know if one of the stickers had come loose.
Perhaps it's the one that won't go near the jack, Mike. Everybody has trouble with the bowls. And they spread them out all over the green, they won't do as they're told.
Coming now a long swinging thumb peg mark. Green's very quick here. The green's in beautiful condition. And had a very good lead. It's interesting that, Harry. Kevin, with his green knowledge, greater green knowledge than John here, immediately changed his peg there. The finger peg, a much easier mark to play into this corner.
Yeah, came the tradesman's entrance, didn't he? And this lad's just playing it as he finds it, John Hall. But he's played another one. Two good balls, two excellent balls. Certainly got to play up to the end. Looks a bit tight. Might just straighten up now, picks the jack up clean. Gone through and out. 2 to Hall.
21 Wainwright, LA.
There's John Hall in blue. "32-year-old accountant. New Street, New Mills. First time he's ever reached the final 32 in the Waterloo handicap, but he's made quite a good start.
Another good lead. Well, if he leads like this, he'll give Kevin Wainwright a lot of trouble.
Seems to be so important on here, Mike, doesn't it? With a big green and it's running lovely and in good nick and the leads round the jack. You know, you've got to pass them to win. You know, and it makes it very difficult for a man trying to, you know, struggle to get a length at the back.
Oh yes, there's nothing worse than looking at your opponent's wood about a foot short of the jack end after end.
Wainwright now got another double to beat here. John Hall. Certainly far enough. If it runs, can nearly win it. This. It's won it. Good ball. Let's see if he picks the jack. Good ball.
Wainwright. Well.
Kevin still not being deterred from playing short lengths.
He's waving this ball on it. Might just die. A lovely road. Yard short. Kevin Wainwright, who plays with the King and Queen's Club at Warrington. Certainly have a few supporters here, Wainwright. He missed that ball. Played one. Now he's settled down a bit, Wainwright. Starting to play one or two decent balls. John Hall, certainly the pace looks absolutely perfect. Oh, second, I think it may have just gone.
Wainwright. One. Wainwright yet. On the handicap.
Well played end. Both settled down now, playing a good length.
Must be a great experience for John Hall. Mike, first time up here, 32 runners, you know, big crowd, but he's playing, you know, nice and steady, not getting flustered or spreading them out all over the place.
Yeah, the only problem starts if he just plays a few bad bowls and the crowd start condemning them when they're halfway across. That's the bad time. But just at the moment, he's playing very well. He's probably playing just fractionally better than Kevin, although he's 1 point behind. But Kevin's pulled out another good bowl here.
Absolute hooping ball, that. Front toucher.
Standing as if he's going to strike. I don't know whether he indicated he was. No, just playing through.
He's played a bit of pace on it, hasn't he?
Wainwright, one.
Those are the sort of balls that twirl the game round, Mike, aren't they? You know, when your opponent leads a good ball and you know you've played a good one, come and lick it. You know, these are the woods that twirl the game round.
Oh, it was a very important bowl for Kevin there. He played good second bowls now for the last 2 or 3 ends.
Certainly drift a bit, this, when it passes the jacks, all downhill there. Certainly trots on a little bit. I bet Wainwright didn't think that was much over when let it go. One here, they'll have to stop. They can win, but stop. Got to stop. Gone in. Wainwright now, got to find another one. Pace looks nice. Absolutely great pace, this. Just stop in. Won it.
Looking at that, Harry, I would say Kevin's playing with the weaker woods of these two players. He's certainly played that on a much tighter line.
Yeah, it just sort of slipped away almost, didn't it, coming up to the jack then. Played a rambler there.
That's the difference at the moment. Kevin playing very well with his second bowl. John Hall just lost his direction a bit in the last 2 ends with the second bowl when he's had to play through.
Oh yeah, fair lead. Dead level. Flying.
Yes, I don't think there's any question about it. Kevin's woods are weaker, and John Hall's being forced to play outside his line there, and it's affecting his assessment and judgment of length.
Played 2 roundabout. 2 good balls. You may have caught John Hall out on this land now because just got a bit of a chance of it, pegs. Gone outside. Left a double, I think.
Wainwright, 2.
Opened up a bit of a gap here, Wainwright. Just watching Wainwright's ball go over there with the camera, I saw a face in the crowd change. It was a lad from John Hall's club from High Lane in Stockport. Just a few wrinkles on the forehead. Won it. Wainwright now got to do the act again with a second ball. Got to find another second.
Done it. Another good ball. Probably have to play through again at this. He hasn't done.
No.
He's reached. He's given it a chance. Can
Yeah.
it take the jack?
Good ball.
Good ball.
Cracking ball. Couldn't really stand another one there, Mike, could he, John? If he hadn't licked that ball, he'd have been in some sort of bother.
I think the game was going from him without that. It was a well-played wood.
Perfect pace, just picked the jack up, nudged it forward, counted the end. Now it's up to John Hall, from New Mills in Derbyshire, to start leading some decent balls.
Turned his back on this one very early. I'm not sure this is passing it.
Well, there's nobody in yet. It may have just sneaked in, that ball of Wainwright's, only just on the turn if it's done that. Well, that's gone ambling away as well. They're all a mile off here. Certainly should count one here, Wainwright. May well have a double.
Well, it looks like one, Kevin, yeah. Have a look.
The referee seems to think it's just one. Certainly have a look at them in a minute.
Wainwright, one.
John Hall really needed a good lead there. Couldn't afford to give Kevin Wainwright 2 yards of room on a 35-yard mark. And Kevin, of course, now going back to the middle of the green to try and get on the same short length mark that he was playing earlier.
Not a good lead. Trying to get in here to go back across the green on that little cabbage patch that he milked earlier on. This has got to be stopping. Fits the jack. Did well. John Hall there, knows he's a few at the back now, and he's got quite a big task on his hands. Try and catch and pass this lad Wainwright. Just found one here. Just, oh, unlucky. Unlucky. If it just got round that short ball, it may have counted. Up in the air.
Changed his peg there, but didn't know the land. He was right to reach, there was no danger. Thinking long and hard about where to go, decided to go for the other corner this time.
Well, Mike, I wonder, having seen, you know, the land he's put the jack on now, I'm just wondering whether he's debating if he gets sent to come right back in this other corner, have a big fling. Do you think that might be on?
I would think that'll be what's in his mind, because he needs to vary the game considerably, whether it to be go down an edge or come full corners. And full corners is always the favourite mark, I think, for people in trouble. He needs to win two ends together at the moment, John. Can't quite just get his lead right.
Got to run. It's labouring this ball. It's not going to reach the end. From the faint
You've got to knock
applause,
that 2 foot.
Maybe that Wainwright is on. Could well be coming for a double here.
Yes, Kevin's turn to change his peg.
Coming in on the bottom side now. Should kick away now to the left as the peg
Wainwright,
takes over.
one.
but played it short. It was I think it was a 2-mine ball, that, Mike. He didn't put it down with any real conviction, did he?
No, he didn't, and yet there was really no danger, but just where the jack was, the thumb peg mark that Kevin played with his second ball is a very difficult mark. As you say, he didn't have a lot of confidence.
Good lead. Difference here, that ball climbing up a little bit all the time. It's got to stop a dead length to have any sort of a chance, but it's gone. Only high enough again, but keeping well down. Sneak another if it runs.
2, Kevin.
Wainwright now well in command of this match, and if he counts these 2, row on. Done the jack, nearly.
2-1. Yeah.
Just
Wainwright, 1.
bit unlucky there, John Hall. He played the right ball exactly, picked the jack up, shunted it away, but unfortunately it didn't carry through. And Wainwright was still left with a single.
Substantial lead now, 17-11. Again, John needs a really good bowl here, otherwise he's in serious trouble. Can he find one?
That's calm. It just picked a little bit more speed up down the hill.
Wainwright, 1.
Looked a winner all the way, that ball, and then just did that couple of turns that carried it clear, leaving Wainwright 1 now in a very commanding position here, Kevin Wainwright. Trying to move it. Might flick the jack. Yes, tickle the jack just a little. Good ball. But he could have done with it clean and full and carry it through, but played another one here, Wainwright, roundabout. Dead level, it's only just gone by. Counting. Wants the jack again now, full. He's on a beautiful road. Picks it up clean, good ball this. Yes, gets the full house there for the applause. Everybody gave him a clap. Certainly deserved it, that ball, because he was in loads of trouble. Yeah, and here it comes now. Picks it up nice and clean. A wonderful ball there. Would have had him in all sorts of trouble if he'd have missed that. Hall. He's led a very, very good wood here. Certainly could get a bit of a fight back here from Hall if he starts playing 1 or 2 roundabouts. Played another. 2 alike. 2 very, very good woods. Certainly back in with a bit of a chance if he pegs these. He's had a bang at these, Wainwright. Not a mile off. Done one. Half a loaf. Scooted one away. 1 to Hall.
Hall! Whoa!
John Hall now, the lad from Highland Cons and New Mills, fighting his way back into this match. Certainly could have done with a double at the last end, but Wainwright just shot one out. Looking for a good lead, Hall. The pace doesn't short. He'll have to run, labouring now. Got to run. Got to run. Not sure to win this. Might just stop and sneak in. Won it. Only just. John Hall. Down again. Stockport and District League bowler, John. Also plays in Derbyshire. Can he stop? Run a long way yet. Breaking its neck to get in that ball. It could well have won it. There's Terry Ashcroft. He just fancies the ball belonging to this lad here. Kevin Wainwright. Not a lot in them. Right, that one off.
Wainwright! 1!
John Hall there really wanted a lead and didn't make one. Wainwright now going for game. Wants a double, 21 up and leads one. Very good ball. Got to get up to the end. It's got to run on this ball. Go on, run for your life. Pick the jack up clean. Oh, he's just gone, I think. There's Kevin Wainwright. He's almost inquiring, but...
First ball up. Wainwright.
That's swinging now to the right. Come a little bit now. Looking for another. Lies game if he gets 2. Wants the jack here, just a nudge on the block. Picks it up clean, gets a double. Oh, an unlucky ball. Right through the end.
Wainwright!
Shake hands, it's all over. Wainwright a double, goes through into round 8. 21-13.
So Kevin Wainwright through to the last 16, the place that he made just 3 years ago in 1986. Quarter-finalist, of course, in 1980. Poor old John Hall making his first appearance in this magnificent arena. I don't really think he had the fortune to take him through. Would you agree, Mike? He was a little unlucky, wasn't he?
He was really, and he'd be disappointed with his own form as well. He didn't really play up to the standard he can play. Didn't lead well enough, and that was the difference between the players. Kevin led well.
He always seemed to be treading deep water, John.
Oh yes, Kevin, once he'd caught up at 9-all, he always looked well in command of the game, and it's finished like that.
Well, I think that was the turning point, wasn't it, in the 6th end. We'll see that in a moment. But once he got ahead, Kevin Wainwright, he never looked back then.
No, he didn't play very many bad ends at all, Kevin. If he didn't make a good lead with his first bowl, he played a crucial second bowl, and he did that 2 or 3 times when John lay in, and Kevin played a good second bowl and kept the jack.
John's first appearance here, how important do you think this place is to the way the bowlers play when they're making their debut?
Oh, I think there's an awful lot of pressure on it. It depends how easy it is for the players just to shut out of their mind what's going on in the crowd, because the crowd can be very cruel at bowls, especially those who've got a bet on, and to hear your odds being shouted out end after end and your odds going further and further out is a very depressing experience.
I bet it must be demoralising, and huge crowd here as well. Well, let's have a look at that 6th end now, shall we? The moment when the match turned.
Yes, Kevin was behind here. It was 8-9. He was really in a bit of trouble because he wasn't playing particularly well. He was 2 down, and he just managed to find a good bowl, run the jack, just at the right pace. If he'd run it an inch further, he'd have still been 1 down with John Hall's back bowl. And there, of course, he got a big break after that.
He did. He never looked back from that moment. Kevin Wainwright winning, as you see there, 21-13. The early match today, Frank Wrathall and Jeremy Muff. Jeremy Muff coming through on the wire, 21-20. So, to the next match, it's Michael O'Donnell against Des Mitchell. And what do you think of these two?
Well, Mick O'Donnell will be very surprised to have his full title, because he's always known as Mick. He's a very good player. By his standards, I would say he's perhaps not had as good a season as he would expect. Very difficult player to follow. A strange left-handed delivery. And I would think...
There he is, Mick, or Michael O'Donnell. The BBC always gives you the correct title, you see. Michael. 31-year-old from Highfield Park. He lives in the Grimshaw Park area of Blackburn. He had his most recent major win in 1987, the William Youngers Classic in Pendleton. He's 31, as I say. Des Mitchell, his opponent, 43, from the Plungington Hotel in Preston, and a man here who played football for Netherfield in the old Northern Premier League. He retired as a player 11 years ago and took up bowls. He's an aircraft technician. So out then to the green. The two men are waiting to get underway, and it's up to the commentary box again, and this time Noel Burrows is with Harry Rigby.
As the 2 contestants for this 7th round tie in this Waterloo handicap, both on 5. Des Mitchell from Preston, the man in green, sets the first mark. Down the middle of the green and starts off with one that'll get a few rounds of applause. Good lead. Nice way to start a game. There's his opponent, Mike O'Donnell from Blackburn, also on 5 start. 21 up the game. Just drifted away to the right, not counting. Mitchell used to do a bit of football in his time. Netherfield. Played 1 good and 1 bad one. O'Donnell, another left-hand and all we've got. We just had Frank Rattle. Howdy, we can't get rid of him. There's a plague of left-handers knocking about. We've got another one on here. O'Donnell, good player.
Well, I think what it is, people are now at an early age encouraged to use whichever is the stronger hand with all sorts of sports.
Certainly seen a lot of O'Donnell on the circuit. Good player. I think Des is just about breaking through into this class of bowling. Done very well to get here.
Well, this is the first time he's entered the Waterloo tournament, and to get to this stage is a tremendous feat.
Not a bad ball on that mark. O'Donnell might have a bit of trouble coming across his body with the left hand. He's playing on the top side. This is what's happened. He's gone away.
Yes, where the jack is there, Harry, there's a little ridge. Mark O'Donnell didn't negotiate it too well at all.
Two very handy balls here from Mitchell. And he might just clip the jack if he goes through. Gone out now. Left a double.
Mitchell, 2.
Well, Des Mitchell, the man in green, from Preston, made an excellent start. Scored the first 3. A nice feel at the jack. Gets some nice and comfortable now. Should get a length all right. O'Donnell still to get on the card. Led another good ball here. There's O'Donnell, man in red. Win it. Won it, that. First ball. It just clipped into that ball belonging to O'Donnell and shunts it onto the jack. O'Donnell now opened his account with 1, trying to get another. Can he miss the short ball? Yes, good double.
O'Donnell, 2.
I think we're going to get a bit of a Burroughs display here on these short round pegs on here. And all you've took a few bob home in them big hold alls of yours from here on these short round peg marks.
Certainly have, yes.
Not saying you can't play the corners, but
At this stage of the competition, you can play these sort of marks. In the early rounds, when there's 6, sometimes 7 games going on at one time, it's not always easy to go and set a mark where you want. There's other players in the way.
certainly played this mark well.
That's a good ball there. It's slap bang in the way. Bez is going to have a tough time getting round it.
Lovely bowling to watch, really. I know that players strike and bash the balls about all over the place if they put them near, but it's really good balls to watch when they play a short swinging peg about 25, 30 yards.
Well done.
Again, O'Donnell, lovely delivery, just strokes them out. A little bit too keen with this. Bit too much coal on there. Steaming through. One here doing the trip as well. Lucky if it stays in. Gone. Oh, looking to improve. Certainly far enough. Doing the trip. As far as his other. Very disappointed with those 2 balls, O'Donnell. He'll expect to get them late. I think we're watching the winner come in now. Won it.
Mitchell, 1.
I think that was a bit of a Christmas parcel, that end, though, don't you?
Well,
Great gift job there.
Yes, he did a good 4 feet to count the end.
finger peg. The ball should almost drift to the right. Now start coming round. Come to us. And again, a bit more. Come on, cock your nose up. Get into that jack. He's round the back. Gone over too far. There's O'Donnell. Plays the other hand. He's a left-hander. Again, having to put the ball. It sinks away to the left. Now we'll start to turn. But it's wandering about in the middle of the green. Very poor ball.
I don't think Des has improved with this one. It's amazing on this green how a ball can just drift off the land.
Mended it.
O'Donnell!
They had 4 goals at that end, and O'Donnell smiling. He finally found one that looked like getting near the jack at the last end, but it wasn't an easy mark. Big pegging mark, 1 to O'Donnell.
Yeah, there's some very subtle deviations on this green, little humps and hollers.
What's them, Noel? I don't understand that. Subtle deviations. I like that one. Does that mean bad ball?
Too big a word for you, Harry.
All over the place. Can't get the sheepdog out at the last end. We won't tell them about that, having to round the balls up. But they'll be all right. Nice. Wants to get a length. Again, travelling a bit now. O'Donnell down. Lovely delivery. Both these lads get him away nice and sweet. He's certainly got some call on this again. Can't get a length. Certainly count one, but he's gone well past the jack. 2 of a sorts. They all look the same on the card. This lad's doing the trip. He'll have to be stopping. Have to stop, might just sneak out. Oh, he's lodged on the right ball.
Mitchell! 1!
Yes, the last 2 ends have been playing right atop across the middle of the green. Really on the knife edge. Very difficult to get them close to the jack.
Yes, I think it's a good point to make, that, Noel, because people think if you just put them down, you know, they're going to run near, but they forget that there is land to negotiate as against the bias of the balls, and sometimes the margin of error is very, very small indeed. Played one. Real ball. Yes, that deserves a good round of applause. Even the super critics get a little bit of a smile at that one, no. They usually only nod. Missed the road. Fair enough. Doesn't want to disturb his own. He's just played one. Nice and handy. Not too near. Debating whether to have a crack at these. Yes, I thought he might have a smack. If he can't hit them both, he's got to hit the jack and 1. There it goes. Gap.
Mitchell! 2!
Yeah, I think Mick O'Donnell, he likes to have a crack at them every now and again. I think you see all the white marks on his balls where they've hit the boards at the back.
Yeah, balls like Dalmatians, you know, all the big white spots all over them, and banging into the boards around the bowling greens. But I think myself, you know, that he was trying to, I mean, if he takes one of the balls out, he's still 1 down, isn't he? I don't think it was a really good strike on him, actually. He wanted the jack.
That's right. He really wanted the jack. It would have probably been better to try and save there.
Played one. Bucking up a bit now, this Mitchell fella. He's starting to play a few very adjacent balls. Nice little mark. O'Donnell's heard about it and he's found one. Oh, just gone, I think that. Just drifted by on the left there. O'Donnell waiting for the news. Yeah, it's bad news for O'Donnell because Mitchell's got the counting ball. Won't get there. Give up. It's no legs. Can't get another this.
Well, it could be in the way though. Make O'Donnell think about it. Trying the other peg here, hoping to swing into the jack. There's Des Mitchell's second ball there that stopped short. In actual fact, ended up to be a good ball. It made Mick O'Donnell change his land.
O'Donnell now with a ball that's almost 2 foot level to beat. Goes through the gap, he'll go out, down the hill and gone. Well, that was a wayward ball there from Mitchell, who's been playing well. He's just had 3 really cracking ends to get in front in this game. This again, he'll go by. Too much call on it.
Well, really, Mick O'Donnell should have taken advantage there.
Mitchell's jack, you can see there, just there's Mitchell and green. A nice handy lead. 4 in front. 14-10. Played one. Oh, a very, very good lead on this mark. O'Donnell now under a little bit of pressure because he's 4 chalks at the back. He's played one here. If it runs, nearly won it this. Oh, God, it's broke its neck, that ball, to try and get in, but it's just turned away. Looked all over a winner coming to a halt, that ball, but it's just half turned and is not counting.
Des can get one just short and in the way again here.
It's Des, Mitchell in green. Got to find one here. Bring it down. Can't do nothing unless he pegs. Gone now.
Des Mitchell's found a little bit of land to his liking here, and Mick O'Donnell's certainly struggling.
Well, Mitchell, he's an aircraft electrician. Preston. Well, he is in green. He used to play soccer player with Netherfield at one time, but he's not doing bad on the bowling green here at the Waterloo. Bang in front. His club is the Plungington Hotel at Preston. They'll be very pleased. Looks as though he's got some sort of a chance of getting through.
Give up. You're on.
Give up. Mitchell County. The ball on the left there, just above the jack. Trying to play another, touches that ball, he'll make it, he's made it, surely. There's some sort of a chance if he's got through. It might drift out now, it's gone. Might be some bad news here. There's Mitchell there waiting for O'Donnell to arrive.
Well, Des Mitchell's playing as though he's no nerves whatsoever. I think possibly no one would expect him to have got this far in the competition, so the pressure's completely off him.
Well, saying the bloke's first time up in the competition, oh, he's very likely on it. Well, he's already played on here 6 times, but that's all. I think he's doing remarkably well, because this green has swallowed up some very good players in its time. You know, with the big and wandering about, you know, and they go home and try and throw themselves in the canal and they're 2 yards short. So he's done really well as this lad Mitchell.
Yeah, full of confidence there, just trotting across the green.
You want to be Specs there, giving him loads of encouragement. Come on, Des, good wood. Interested spectators there certainly must have been impressed with this lad Mitchell. Got to hit something. Gets through the gap, it goes. He's gone right through, touched nothing. That's the way it goes when things are not running for you. There's Mitchell just having a bit of a tidy up. Now, Mitchell going for game. Nine chalks in front. Stopping, got to be stopping. Misses that ball, he'll go. Not having much luck, O'Donnell, really, in the terms of bangs and hits, and you need a few of them in this game. Looking to play another, counts another here, Eli's game. O'Donnell now bowling to save the match. Certainly got to get down the hill. Ooh, it could well be short. Soon know the verdict. There's Mitchell. Shake hands from O'Donnell because Mitchell's got the double he requires, and he's beaten Mike O'Donnell from Blackburn 21-10.
Copeland and I Rigby, please.
And well done to Des Mitchell. He only took his first view of the green here at the Waterloo this year, and my word, he has come through with a tremendous victory by 21-10 over Mick O'Donnell. 21-10. Magnificent victory for Des Mitchell. As I say, this is his first view of the green here at the Waterloo. Played football for Netherfield in the old Northern Premier League. He retired as a player 11 years ago, took up bowls He's a 43-year-old aircraft technician, and there he is now, through to the round of the last 16. Well done to him. Just shows you the way this place sometimes inspires the newcomers, sometimes frightens them to death. But Noel Burrows, what a tremendous performance from Des Mitchell there.
Well, he just didn't seem to have a nerve in his body. He just got on with the job and he's through to the next round.
Yes, I mean, it was quite tight until 12:10, then Des went ahead, and he never really looked back from that moment, did he? He just waltzed away with it.
That's right. Early on in that game, I think it was at 12:10, Mick O'Donnell, he played 2 really bad balls, and Des Mitchell came in, counted the end, and that was the end of it.
We talk about inspiration at this place, and the fact that it either inspires the newcomers or it, you know, kills them completely. It certainly inspired this fellow, didn't it?
Certainly did. You know, he could go all the way if he keeps up like that. I see no reason why not.
With a performance like that,
Yeah.
anything really could happen, couldn't it?
Yeah.
He must be confident, I would think, after that performance.
Well, the further you get in this competition, the more you start thinking, can I really do it? Maybe nerves might creep in eventually, but at the moment he's going well.
Well, there is the man himself, Des Mitchell. Many congratulations.
Thanks very much.
First time you've seen the green this year.
Yeah, never entered it before. I always wanted to enter it, but never got round to it, really.
What's it like playing out there? Tell us as a newcomer.
Well, the green itself, green's beautiful, it runs perfect, you know, it's beautiful green. I don't know, just a bit of length since the first game I played, you know, I've just hit it well, I'll just carried on from there.
You certainly seem to find some ground there that really suited you.
Yeah, yeah. I've just played over the middle, you know, and it suited me every time I've been. I mean, originally when I first came, I'd have been quite happy to win one round. Because a few of us from work came, you know, and I said, as long as I don't go out it first round, I'll be happy. Just enjoy the day at the Waterloo. But one thing's led to another. It's been tremendous, really.
And now you're a real star.
Oh, thanks very much.
Now, you played football for Netherfield.
Yeah, played for Netherfield in early 60s, very early 60s, when I was a young lad.
And then you packed in, you retired, and you
Well, I
took
played
this
local
game.
amateur football for quite a lot of things around the Preston area. And then when I finished football, I was a bit lost, really, for something to do, and I started bowling. And I really enjoyed it. I thought, as soon as I played it, I thought, well, this will do me, you know, that's the, you know, it'll take over from football. You can play it for years, can't you?
Isn't it amazing, though, that when people like Des here, they take up a game like this after a football match and a football career, they are always good, aren't they? Des, you must be absolutely delighted the way that you've adapted to this game.
I am, yeah, very pleased, yeah. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
What other major competitions have you won? How have you done?
I've not won anything, really, apart from local club presidents' days and league merits and things, local Preston District League merits. I've won that a few times, and Chairman's Prize of the Preston District League. But I've not really entered a lot of competitions, because like I've 4 young children, and I don't get I only play once a week. I don't enter competitions.
So you're tied to the kitchen sink a bit, are you?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but the lads play football and swimming and brownies, and little girls in brownies, and they're involved with other activities, so I seem to be spending a lot of time with them, you know.
Right. Well, you must be delighted. Let's have a look at the last end, the last couple of woods here, and maybe you can tell us what you were thinking at this stage.
Well, I think it was, I was 19 then. Is this the last end?
Yes, it is, that's right. You were 19-10 up here.
And then I was narrow with this one. I didn't like this one. I told the second wood. I narrowed, but I got a good length wood. And I thought, well, he must at least save one here, surely. But I think he was short. I think he finished up short, didn't he? About 4 foot short.
Well, we're about
He
to
did.
see now. Here he
It
comes.
hopefully rolled, but it just gave up. Yeah.
Yes, stopped dead in its tracks. didn't
Yeah. I couldn't believe when I got to there. I thought, surely I'll only get one.
You took a moment to look and check, and
Yeah.
so did he, and then he
But
graciously conceded.
Mick
defeat.
never really got going. He never really hit a length at all, Mick, you know, and when he played through, he missed every time. He didn't get any rubs, really, Mick. He didn't...
Now,
wasn't-
I wonder, Noel, you said that, you know, it's the sort of place that inspires newcomers, that he could now go all the way. What do you think? Can he, if he managed to get that ground again, can he go all the way here?
Well, it's all about, it's only a short game. You're basically only playing for 16 chalks, starting off 5, 21 up. And you need to get a good start and keep the momentum going.
The adrenaline really must have been pumping for him, mustn't it, out there?
Oh yes,
Once
definitely.
you saw
Yeah.
the scores clicking away.
That's right.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Great, yeah, great. Looking
Can you
forward
win
to the next round. Well, I keep saying I'm not going to win it to everybody that I know, but the further I go, the more confident I'm getting, obviously.
I bet you are.
There's a lot of big names gone out. A lot of big names, a lot bigger names than I am. So who knows?
But it
Just keep
always
trying.
tends, this competition, to throw up an outsider.
Yeah, well, let's hope I can keep going, that's all.
Best of luck.
Just keep trying, thanks very much.
Best of luck, thanks very much
Cheers.
for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Right, here we go then. This is the way that Des Mitchell got through to the last 16, 21-10. And Kevin Wainwright has joined him, and so too has Jeremy Muff. I think in the match of the day so far, Noel.
Yes, that was a tremendous game, full of tension right the way through. Unfortunate last end for Frank Wrathall. He played two absolute no balls.
Well, certainly Des Mitchell produced the story of the day so far. Right, well, that's the way things look at the moment. One more match to go there, as you see, and it's Stephen Copeland against Ian Rigby. Here's Steve Copeland. He's 26. His club is Chaddercut. He comes from Oldham. He lives in the Royton area of Oldham. He won the Greenalls Classic last year. He is a riveter by trade. I wonder if he will keep his opponent riveted here today. And here is his opponent, Ian Rigby, age 28, from the Wood Plumpton Club. His home is Tarleton near Southport, a semi-finalist here in 1983 and the 1986 Northern Lancashire Merit winner. So an important match coming up, the last of the morning session. Copeland against Rigby. No relation to our Harry Rigby, I don't think, and he's joined in the commentary box by Mike Leach.
Right, we've got a plague of Rigbys today. I'm doing the commentary, and another one here on the green. Coming up through the floorboards, Rigbys are bound to play well. And he sets the mark in this 7th round match here at the Waterloo Hotel. He's dressed in blue. Started off with a real and absolute real ball. Opponent, his ball you see coming into the head now, is a very handy player from around the Chadderton, Oldham, Royton area.
2 inches. 2 inches.
Steve Copeland, the lad in yellow. I think you commented when we talked about this before the match, Mike, that this is something, but it should be a bit of a game. You have a high opinion of these two lads, haven't you? Well, one of them's called Rigby. You must bear that in mind, of course, Mike.
Yes, despite that, I still think he can play. I think this is probably on paper one of the best games in the tournament so far. The two very high-class players. I think it might also be a very interesting battle of tactics, because I think Steve Copeland will probably play shorter marks than Ian Rigby.
Rigby. 1.
Keep trotting a bit more, led another one. Ooh, certainly hit a length almost immediately, this lad. Rigby. Copeland played at it, not a mile away, just skimmed out and gone through. The big thing you've got to remember, they've got 5 apiece start and it's only 21 up. It's not a marathon game, you've got to get your chalks in early. Rigby again played. Going to be short this time.
It's quite a sensible bowl, though. It's made another. Stop Steve Copeland really playing through.
Done it, picks it up clean, just gone out, might even leave a double.
Rigby, 2.
Well, Ian Rigby's made a good start here. He's done it by virtue of playing that very good lead ball up to the jack and letting Copeland sort his own difficulties out from the back, and he's not as yet done it.
Ian Rigby, an absolute model delivery. A lesson for all bowlers.
Again, another useful lead, just lurking behind the jack there at about 14 inches, and Copeland now, he's given Copeland balls to beat all the time. It just may have died.
Just give up.
Yes, it's the ball just on the left of the jack there is the second. The one at the right belonging to Rigby is the counting ball. Here it comes. Smooth as silk, that. Strokes him out. Lovely follow through. Copeland now got to get up. He would try and play a good ball. He's flying. Gone out.
Rigby, 1.
He's been forced to play through at each of the first 3 ends, and that's going to make it difficult for Steve Copeland to pick up a length.
Watch this delivery then from Rigby. Led a good ball every time. Stroked it out. Pace looks nice again. Won't be a mile away. Just go a couple of foot by, but it's going down the hill now. Chances. Chances. No, that stepped in there, Copeland. Those are the sort of balls he's had to play at before now. But Rigby, just a bit wayward with his lead, has paid the penalty.
It's close with this though, Harry.
Picks it up clean.
Done it.
Oh, he's trapped it. And won the end.
Or has it?
Just have a look over it. Maybe a doubt. Possibly just have counted.
Like the back ball.
Yes, it's counting. Just carried along with the jack there. Looking for another. Copeland, if he can play another winner or touch the back ball, it count too. He's got through the gap. Oh, he's done the jack and made the back ball. Oh,
Rigby,
that's one of the cruel rubs at this game, Mike, isn't it? I remember you doing that a few years ago with Mr. Gil Fedder on here.
Yes, he was very unlucky there, Steve Copeland. Played the back ball out, he made 2. Ian Rigby played a brilliant second ball.
Well, Copeland will be wondering what he's got to do here, Mike, to get in. He's just played a real hooking ball and then played a second ball as well that was a good one and got nothing.
And now he's looking at another good lead. But I've seen quite a bit of Steve Copeland this year, and he's really impressed me. It's a nice, easy left-handed delivery, and he's a very, very solid player. And this is a brilliant ball by him.
yes, last ball.
Here's Rigby now, he's got to work solution out to this ball. He's played, certainly playing far enough, try and chip this ball out. Done his own. Made it a little bit easier for Copeland. But try and get another here. Certainly go for one. Nearly got another. Touches his own, he'll count two. Two good balls. Very timely double that for Copeland. Oh, this has got some call on. Might go in the gutter, this. Bye-bye.
The pattern of the game, not what I expected. I thought Ian Rigby would go for the corners. Steve Copeland forced to by the quality of Ian's play. But there's no point in going for the corners if you can't make a lead.
One here a long way off. Should lick that. Certainly far enough. Going down the hill, this. Got to miss the short ball. Can't. Oh. Just squeeze past.
Ian Rigby asking how far off it is. If he can see it, I would think he'll almost certainly strike at this ball. Yes, he's indicating he will. But he won't fancy beating that at all on that fast section of the green, and he's struck at it. He's close, he's close.
Done it. Well, I think the way this game's gone, Michael, so far, allowing that Rigby's played so well, I think things are running a little bit awry for Copeland, aren't they? Because the good balls he's played, Rigby's licked them. It's no reflection on Rigby's ability, but that's the way it goes sometimes at balls. You know, you want the rubs to come out a little bit for you, don't you?
Oh, yes. Sometimes if things weren't going too badly, even though he'd sent his lead off the green, having played such a good second wood, Steve Copeland would have counted it. He's played another good ball now. But Ian Rigby hit it clean as a whistle, and you couldn't say there was any luck in that. Playing with a lot of confidence, Ian. It's got the confidence to play to beat this bowl. Perfect land. What a bowl.
Brilliant second ball there. Copeland played at it now to try and...
Done it.
Full.
Done it.
Clean under jack. Got a double. No doubt. Picked it up, ran it through at speed and won the end. Certainly needed that one again. Again, just Copeland now. Plays at it now, Copeland. He's got to pick this jack up clean, run it through and gets a double out of it. Very, very timely wood from Steve Copeland. Just got himself back in the game with that one, Mike.
Oh, he needed that, but what a well-played end that was. 4 brilliant bowls by the players.
Copeland's picked a little bit of land out here that he might just catch Ian Rigby out. What a peg and run. Can't count another. Well, the assistant here, referee, Terry Ashcroft, he's had a look. Signals just one.
He's certainly tightened his line up.
Won it. He's won it, clear running. Can't lose if he misses that short ball. Won it.
Rigby! Well.
Ian Rigby now going a much longer mark than he's played earlier, right to the other side of the green. This is the sort of length I thought he'd go for to start with. My word, he's playing well. Another superb lead.
Short, cocked up in the air. Ian Rigby, 28-year-old agricultural worker. Charlton near Southport. Already been in the semi-finals here, Rigby, in 1983.
Seen a lot of Ian Rigby this year. I've played in the same team as him, and this is how he's been playing all year. Strike and miss. Bit of desperation, I think, coming into Steve Copeland's game there. Although the two bowls were set together, if he'd hit one, he could easily have taken them both off. The road to the jack was open. I think, generally speaking, he'd have played to beat those.
Yes, he'd have had to crack them right, wouldn't he, Mike, to get them out, to split them both open and then leave himself one. But he's beginning to just struggle a little bit here now, because he's been very consistent as Rigby all the way through this game. Pace is nice. Pace is nice. It's going to be a dead length when it finishes this ball. Good ball. Again, another impeccable lead here from Ian Rigby. Bang on a road, this ball. Won it, this. Won it. Searching, gone in. Great ball.
He certainly needed that, but Ian Rigby, the ball's open. I think he'll probably play 2 or 3 yards through, try to take it out. He might have just given it too much land. It's close.
Done Jack. Done the Jack. Oh, God, he's just gone the outside.
That was, although it didn't count, that was the bowl of a man who's playing with a lot of confidence.
Just a bit too much call on now. He's drifted down. Just break back a little bit when they get near the jack there, Mike, don't they? Coming over this hill.
Yes, they do if you've any pace on. With a perfect length, they just peg up, but just playing through, they drift against the bias towards the end.
There's Steve Copeland. In arrears at the moment, 10-14. 26-year-old riveter at British Aerospace at Middleton, but he's played a good lead here.
Now this is the sort of mark that I think he favours, and how I thought he'd start off. About a 28-yard round peg, and he plays them very near. What a good bowl this is.
Just gone, I think, through the gap and out. Perfect line and length, but just a little bit too much speed on.
Ian Rigby will certainly want to know whether that's 1 or 2. Yes, he's indicating to the referee he wants to know if it's 2, because he'll certainly play through if he's only 1. Terry Ashcroft indicating that he prefers Ian Rigby's bowl for second. And does he accept the referee's decision, or does he go and look himself? No, he's decided to accept that view. Changed his peg, playing through. Jack or the wood would do him. Just going to go through the gap, I think. Now the question is, does Steve Copeland accept the referee's decision?
Pegs, please.
And he's called for pegs. Measurers on the green now. Peter Lawrence and Eric Garr. It's obviously very close.
Go back.
Going back on the first bowl. Very important this. Ian Rigby will be heartbroken if he finds he's 2 down after playing a bowl on the referee's judgment.
No.
And he's declared a dead end, most unusual. So it's Ian Rigby's certainly relieved, and it's Steve Copeland who'll be upset.
Yeah, that was it. You don't see many of them. They don't have them on the panel, do they? Years ago, they used to cut a straw if there was a yard off or less. There, they've declared a dead end. Copeland now. Going down towards the edge of the green, played up. Can he stop? Go a long way down there. Going, gone. Just stopped. Oh. Do you think there was a frog jumped under that ball just as it was going to fall over there, Mike? Because it certainly looked as though it was going.
Steve Copeland certainly held his breath, but it would have been a travesty if it had gone off, because it was a perfect lead, and it's just drifted past the jack. And now Ian Rigby, will his wood stop? Bigger bowl, gone off.
Gone. Bye-bye.
It's right on the edge. Give a yard of the jack.
Just an inch narrower, but also I think Ian Rigby would be playing with a slightly bigger bowl than Steve Copeland. Just the weight of the bowl takes it off. This is another one going to be close to the edge. Hits the jack, he's going to have 2 wonderful woods.
Going, gone. Certainly got to get up with this ball. Nothing for short. He's got to try and play an absolute dead ball, and he's got a bit of a chance with this. It's a chance, this ball, if it comes down the hill. Pegs a little bit more. Nearly won it, this. First ball. Very, very good ball there from Rigby. Couldn't afford to be an inch overplayed, and yet he daren't be too far.
Although there were 2 woods in the ditch, that was an excellent end of bowls. It really was. The woods just fractionally overplayed, going down the quickest part of the green.
Here's Rigby now, sets a long mark right across the green, almost from edge to edge, and has led a good ball. It's not a bad ball, that. It's only about 2 foot short. He'll be quite satisfied with that. It's in the way. One here with a chance. One here with a chance, definite chance of going in the frame this. Won it. Very good ball. Rigby sets himself up nice and comfortable. Off it goes, straight across the green. Certainly far enough. Looks a little bit on the tight side. It's no chance of counting. Gone away on the bottom side, off the road.
Copeland changed his peg now. Every chance of getting another the other peg. Drifted, but may still be in.
Copeland, 2.
Two good woods there off a good lead of Ian Rigby's as well, but that's the only way Steve Copeland's going to count them off good leads.
Got to come back in the game at some stage, this lad Copeland. He's such a good player. I mean, Rigby's set about this match in the right manner. He's led well all the time. He's kept the lead. But Copeland's nagging away all the time. Just can't. Rigby just can't pull away from him. He's played a bit of a Bolton Wanderers ball there. Rambled about down the bottom. Aaron, run away. Run away. Played one here. Dead length, good ball. Nothing over. Copeland got that one to lick. And that'll want some doing. Might be just a little bit too back now. Won't come near it. It's gone out. Counts another one here. Rigby's very, very strong position. One on, playing for another. On the right land. Got two. Get two. Can't go out. Bit of company for the other one, this.
Been exhibition stuff from Ian Rigby this. He's played so well, not just off his own leads, but whenever Steve Copeland's got in, Ian Rigby's played really well to prevent Steve from getting back in the game.
You notice, Mike, that in the rounds we've had 3 left-handers on the bounce and they've all lost up to now. Had 2, and we've got another one here that's struggling a bit. O'Donnell,
yes,
Wrathall, and now Steve Copeland.
3 very good players too.
Yeah, excellent players, but it's not a good day for left-handers.
I hope Illingworth isn't listening.
He'll still be wet from the splashdown.
Just gone, Steve.
Ian Rigby playing up for another now. 17-13 ahead. Playing to go 19-13. Passing the jack now. Will it stop in time to get another? Might just have drifted out. Steve Copeland not asking this time. Playing.
Have to run. You have to run. It's tired this. It won't get there. No legs. It can't get here. That's a very, very uncharacteristic ball, that, from Copeland. Certainly thought he would have been up to the end. I think Rigby's looking for a double here.
Pegs, please.
Certainly got one.
One of the few bad balls that's been played in this game, because it's been an absolute top quality game.
Yes, there's been some cracking ends, and Rigby's led all the time. He's kept Copeland under the pressure, hasn't he, right from the beginning. And Steve's dug some good balls out, but that's one that I think managed to get out of the bag. That it was a bit of a wayward ball, but they don't usually play many of them. down now, just coming up tight. Yes, he's sharp. Got a double out of it. Ian Rigby. Charlton wanting 2 for victory. 21 up. Now leads Steve Copeland of Chadderton Cots Bowling Club, Oldham, 13. Rigby led another absolute smoker there. Stood one at the side of the jack. Copeland got this one to leg. He's got some sort of a chance. If he can pick the jack up clean, gone out on the top side. Going, bye-bye. Dropped in the box. Things now looking really black for Copeland. Rigby's certain to lay game here. Certainly got another. Played 2 fair balls, one a yard short of the jack and the other one about 4 inches level on the right. Copeland trying to save the game here. Maybe short. He may get an outbreak of the handshakes here. Yes, Wade in. Ian Rigby's gone in. Counts a double at this end. They're coming to have a look at them. But Rigby's very, very confident that victory is his. Just watch the measurement now.
Probably, but you never know.
Just watch this measure. Of vital importance this to both players, because the measure goes against Copeland, he's out. Rigby looking for a double. Watch for the handshake. That'll tell you what happens. There it goes. 2 to Ian Rigby, who beat Steve Copeland 21-13. It's been a wonderful game because Rigby's dominated the match mainly by his excellent leads. And Copeland's always had to keep attacking from the back, but never really got into the game because Rigby's played some marvellous stuff. Varied the marks all over the green, and as a man that's had experience here before, been in the semi-final, no stranger to this green, and this lad's going to be a big danger to those that are left running in this sweep. He's had a tremendous match, both long and short marks, played them almost to perfection. Steve Copeland, an excellent player by any standards, but he's had more than his match today.
Congratulations then to Ian Rigby. Tremendous performance from him, and 21-13 the final score. I think that's the match that we've seen this morning of the best quality. Certainly the most excitement was the very first one that went right to the wire, but Mike Leach, what a match of some quality that was.
Oh, it certainly was. Steve Copeland will be very upset that he's played so well and not even looked like winning. If he'd played anybody else, apart perhaps from Jeremy Muff and Frank Wrathall in the first game, and played like that, he'd have won.
A man, Ian Rigby, with all the qualities you need here, a semi-finalist from, what, 1983?
Yes.
They both win big tournaments, don't they? They're good, good players.
Ian Rigby's an absolute top-class player with a model delivery. Plays really well under pressure. I can't speak too highly of him as a player.
Well, he certainly had to do that because although Copeland was way behind in scoring, he was rolling the woods through, and well, he was taking him very close each end, wasn't he?
Oh, it was. It was only the quality of Ian's play that was keeping him in front. And as I say, if he'd slipped off at all from that quality, then Steve Copeland would have been in.
We've seen 4 winners now this morning, and I wonder whether we have seen the overall winner of the tournament. It's a long way to go yet, isn't it, till that finishing line?
It certainly is, and there are a lot of hard games to come.
Here is the morning play then, and the way it's worked out. The winners, Jeremy Muff, 21-20. Kevin Wainwright, 21-13. Des Mitchell, 21-10. And Ian Rigby, 21-13.
13. Some good quality bowls there. Excitement right from the first wood bowled this morning, and quality coming in that final match between Copeland and Ian Rigby. And Ian Rigby has come up the steps to join us. Ian, a match of some quality. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think I just got over the nerves first before Steve, and I went into a five in front of him, and that seemed to help me, you know, tremendously.
Yes, there was no coming back for him then, but the quality of the deliveries, he was pushing you all the way, wasn't he?
Yes. He wanted to play like 21 yards around peg, and that just suited me. Like, you know, wherever he went, I felt confident of playing.
You felt that good out there?
I felt confident, yeah.
What is it about this place? Because you've been here before, semi-finalist 83. It's a special place, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the crowd and everything, it's just builds you up into, you know, makes you play.
I was talking to Noel Burrows before. He said the soul-destroying thing is that you send a wood across, and even before it's got halfway, half the crowd are writing it off.
yeah,
they really get involved in their bowls.
They do, yeah. And then you have supporters like, and they're willing you on. Great.
Do you look to them for any inspiration? Do you look to them to help you?
Well, when you can hear them shouting for you, you know, it really gives you a boost. Yeah, it makes you play that much better.
Now then, the important question, of course, is you're now in the last 16. Can you go further?
Well, you just take every game as it comes. You know, every game's a bonus. Doesn't matter who you play now, he's just as good as you on the day. And if you win, you win.
It's as simple as that. You make it sound very easy.
It's as simple as that.
Is it a simple game, Mike?
Oh, it is a simple game, put in those terms, but it's not a simple game when you're standing on the green with a couple of thousand people around you, and you've got a wood to play to save game. That's when it gets difficult.
Well, I tell you what, there is no standing room here. They're packed to the rafters for every session.
Oh, yeah.
And you can feel the atmosphere building up as the morning progresses.
Well, the atmosphere builds up all the time, of course, because the spectators are seeing how the players have got there. They've perhaps watched them in the earlier rounds as well, and they may well have backed them earlier on. And, of course, the betting plays an important part upon the spectators' view as to who should win.
Let's have a look at the sixth end, then, of Ian Rigby's match against Steve Copeland. And, Ian, you can tell us here what's going on.
Yeah, well,
corner to corner.
Corner to corner, yeah.
This is the first time, I think, that he'd had chance to get in, and he'd obviously decided he'd take you in corners.
I think he's put the block a bit close to the edge.
I think
for
he
his
did.
own liking.
Certainly for his own liking.
Yeah.
There was a few of those, to be fair, very close to the edge.
Yeah. I think if he'd have got in the corners, that was his game. To try and play him in the corners.
Bang, there it goes.
Well, that was obviously his first idea.
And then he tried short round peg.
Now, the spectators, I think, here didn't think much of your ball, but it was on the green. That was the main thing from your point of view.
Yeah.
This is one that they'd written off a bit prematurely, you know?
Yeah, perhaps just a yard short of what it should have been. And then here, he looks like he's right in the back of my ball. And he just catches the outside and wins it.
Just squeezes past you.
Now, although that's 18 inches off, I don't think there's any doubt as to what you're going to do to that, is there? You wouldn't fancy beating it?
No. Because my own ball's in my way, the peg that we've come, and I think I've played right ball, striking.
So you take a deep breath here, do you?
Yeah.
Take aim and fire. When did you know you? And it's absolutely right. Then.
Yeah.
And not until. And from that moment on, Ian...
that gives you a confidence
no
boost as well, back. If you can hit them when you're striking. You know, it just builds you up, gives you confidence.
Great. Well, he looks very interested for the next round. Now then, this afternoon we have Keith Illingworth playing, and he plays against David Slater. Now, Keith Illingworth played in the final here at the Waterloo in 1976. It was one of the most famous finals in the history of the competition because it absolutely poured with rain from start to finish, and it became known not so much as the Waterloo final, but the Water Splash final. So let's take a look at it now. The commentators, Harry Rigby again, and Colin Welland.
Buckley miles adrift now, 10-18. He's really got to perform a miracle. He's got to perform a miracle equal to the parting of the waters in the Red Sea to win this one, Buckley. I think the first prize of £1,000 also includes the water rights for Blackpool for next year, Collins. Run on ball. Won it. Oh, he's let it slip. No chance, almost dropped it out of his hand now. Buckley, a bit of hope for this lad from Chadderton. There he goes, plays for Coleshire Park, this lad, Lancashire County. And he's counted a double.
Well, will that give him hope? Let's hope so. Buckley 12, Illingworth 18. Remember, 21 up for £1,000.
Oh, he's cobbed it out. That's the thing that they do when conditions get very bad on the professional circuit. He started to cob his balls, and he's left it 15 yards short. That's how bad things are on this green. Illingworth will have a job to get it much farther. Stopped 8 yards. Watch Buckley cob the ball out. There it goes. And he's got some pace on this. He'll win it. Win it now. Good ball. Oh, what a great one.
They really are pitching the wood, so it lands about 5 yards ahead of them.
Cobbed it, got the pace of it. Only one.
It's just died on him.
Died short.
Yes, they're pitching the ball, so it's landing and hitting the green for the first time about 5 yards ahead of them. They cannot just bowl, can they, Harry? They've got to pitch it.
This is known as cobbing. It's a northern colloquial term applied to when conditions were ridiculous, such as waterlogged as they are here now, and they pitch the ball forward. I don't think it does the green any good, but it's the only answer under such ridiculous conditions. Watch him now. He flirted this one out, up in the air. You see that? Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen this for a long, long time. But it's the only way these lads can get pace on these balls. He's got him a bit nearer anyway. And Illingworth's the same. Walloped it down and it's won it. It might even go out. As ridiculous as it sounds. Could well have won that ball. Buckley now winds himself up and wallop. Oh, he might be short. They know he's short. All the crowd immediately sensed that that ball hadn't been got away.
It slipped out of his hand and he actually bowled it very well.
Illingworth's. And this won't do the trip, but might win it. Yes, no doubt.
Well, I think that end really illustrated the conditions these fellas are having to try to play a decent game of bowls in. Both pros, don't forget, both experts, both in the top level of professional bowlers, and they're reduced to almost underhand bowling cricket style. Well, this could be the end. £21 up for £1,000. This is the man who can win it.
Illingworth cobbing the ball out with the red spot, driving its way through the water. Oh, finishing up 3-4 yards short of the jack, and there's Buckley. They know he's short, they've condemned it from hand, he just can't get him any farther. And this is a man that's played for the county, won the Talbot, a great player. He'll give you some idea of the difficult conditions. Well, he's played one this time. A good ball to finish off with, if this counts. Superb
well, that
one.
Must be the winner. The crowd thinks so. They're all packing up and going off home.
Run on ball. Wade in.
And there he is. There's the champion. There's the winner of the Waterloo, the 69th Waterloo. The 1976 21-13. A famous victory in atrocious conditions.
The understatement of this tournament, that I think. We don't want any weather like that on Wednesday, Mike.
No, we certainly don't. If the conditions stay like this, it'll be fine.
And we'll see this afternoon what Keith Illingworth is like on a dry day. Well, let's have a look now at the morning matches. There they are. Winners Muff, Wainwright, Mitchell and Rigby. And this afternoon's programme looks like this. Keith
Pressall against Burlinson will start us off when we come back later on this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So there we are. Those are the matches that we have to come. The ladies, of course, play an important part in the Waterloo. When we come back at 1:35, we'll see the first of their semi-finals. And, of course, coverage of the men's continues at 2 o'clock. See you then.